you recall where you were at that date and time?
Yes, I was walking down Country Street.
All right, and how do you happen to recall that you were walking down Country Street at that time?
I was going to take the bus home up that same street, and I missed the bus and had to walk.
And did anything happen to call your attention to that date?
Yes, I saw an accident between a car and a bike.
Had you walked on that road and passed that intersection at any time before this date?
Yes, I'm familiar with that road.
If you were asked to draw a diagram of the intersection, would you be able to do that?
Sure.
Your Honor, may Ms. Calvert approach the board and draw a diagram of the intersection?
Certainly.
Thank you, Ms. Calvert. Please indicate the top of the page as north.
Okay.
If you'd make the diagram large enough to fill the page so the jurors can see.
Sure. This would have been Country, north and south. And Carson came along like this, east and west. On Carson, there's a right-hand turn lane that curves off, like that.
You have just indicated a little triangular section there in the diagram. What is that?
Yes, that's a meridian separating the turn lane.
All right. You indicated that you had observed a collision on the state. Where were you standing?
I was on this corner right here.
Please put your initials next to the X. Where was the bike when you first observed it?
The bike was coming north on the Carson.
There. And would you please take another color marker if you have one and make an X that indicates where the bike was when you first observed it?
Sure. The bike was about here.
Would you write bike there, please? Also, I think you have indicated for the record, but would you also mark on the diagram which was Country Road, right, Country Road along the lines running north and south, if you would?
Sure.
And the other, as you recall it, going east and west is Carson's. Is that true?
That's right.
Would you label that, please? Ms. Calvert, would you also please put an X where you first observed the car?
Right. The car was coming along in the right-hand turn lane, and it was about here when I saw it.
And that's on Carson's Road, is that correct? Would you label that X as car? What did you observe the bike and the car to do after you first observed them in those positions?
The bike came down the street here, and it was about here when the car came around the corner and hit it.
Right, now you just indicated by the line that the bike came along the street here. You indicated that it was driving in a northerly direction, is that correct?
That's right.
And the car then was driving in a westerly direction, is that true?
Yes. Turning north.
Would you put a circle where the collision took place?
Right here.
And you have those lines almost meeting. How, in fact, did the bike and the car collide as you observed it?
The bike was facing north, and the car hit it on the side.
Thank you, Ms. Calvert. You may return to your seat. Your Honor, may I have that marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 1 for identification?
You may. It's marked.
Thank you. And I would offer Plaintiff's Exhibit 1 into evidence for illustrative purposes for the jury's use.
It's received.